Baal is the newest character in Genshin Impact, and her banner is eternal, with it generating miHoYo the most money in its first day for any banner on its first day, somehow beating out the greatest banner of all time, Kaching's banner. Surely if Baal's banner has been one of the most successful, then that probably means most people are happy with Baal's state in the game, wouldn't it? Okay, so there's a lot to unpack with Baal first of all. So, Baal is amazing in my opinion. I don't mean that from a meta perspective at the moment, I mean that from a fun perspective. Baal's probably the most fun I've had with the characters since maybe Ganyu. I really like Baal. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little biased. Sue me. But now we've got that out of the way, let's talk about one thing. I want to just let everyone know, even if let's say at the end of this video I come at the conclusion that Baal's a bad character, I won't spoil what I say at the end, but let's say I just end up saying Baal's a bad character. Don't worry, if you have Baal, just spend the time building her. If you like her, you can make it work. People make Amber work, and Baal's definitely not as bad as Amber. So don't worry, you can probably get at least decent results with Baal, at the very least. So, let's talk about the positives to Baal's kit. There are lots of positives and negatives, but positives first, because I want to keep it positive, and people have talked a lot about the negatives. Okay, so first of all, Baal does pretty great damage. You can see in some of the clips in this video that my Baal, she has 30% crit rate by the way, because she's not fully built. So yeah, for that I would say, for having 30% crit rate, I think my Baal is performing extremely well. She does great damage. So aside from great damage, she's also free to play friendly. She has an absolutely perfect free to play option with the catch. It's made for her, pretty much. Launches the same time as her. They're clearly made for each other. It's like the 4-star version of the 5-star Baal Spear. And the artifact set you would use on Baal is a set that's very versatile. It's used on a lot of S tier units. Zhang Ling and Xingqiu are probably some of the strongest characters in the entire game, and they're both amazing with that set. So farming that domain, even if you don't have Baal, is a good idea. So if you have Baal and you're farming the Emblem of Severed Fate, not only are you gonna get good pieces for Baal, you're getting good pieces for everyone. So that means it's really resin efficient to farm for Baal, and the other set in the domain is also pretty good. So those are and obviously Baal's regenerates her energy. I forgot to mention that. That's a big part of her kit. With her ult, she regenerates, I think, 25 energy. It's a sizable amount. And those are the positives. Some of you might think that's not many positives, but I mean, if you really think about it, that's quite a few positives. Really, the only thing I think most people care about is the fact that Baal does damage and she's free to play friendly. That's it. And Baal does that. She does big damage and it's free to play friendly. At least I think so. So, now let's talk about the negatives to Baal's kit. By the way, before I talk about the negatives of Baal's kit, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. I put a lot of effort into these videos and it'd be greatly appreciated. Anyways, so some negatives to Baal's kits are Beidou. Well, more specifically, Baal and Beidou's non-synergy. Everyone's talked about it, but Baal can't actually proc Beidou's ultimate. She can't utilize Beidou's ultimate. Well, not that well she can't, right? And people are up in arms about it. They're mad, and I agreed. Literally makes no sense. I thought it was a bug, and someone told me that Beidou's kit doesn't work with Baal's, like Beidou's ultimate. It makes no sense, and I think we should fix that ASAP. But I'm gonna avoid talking about that problem too much, because everyone's talked about it. let's talk about another issue people have with Baal. Baal's Electro. That's it. End of video. We're done here. She's Electro. Bye, guys. Okay. Fine. Yeah, Baal's Electro, but yeah, that's a negative, obviously, which kind of sucks. She is the Electro Archon. She should bring the best out of the element, but rather she's limited by the element, which is kind of sad. So for that reason, her being Electro, a lot of people don't think she's doesn't have super good synergy with other characters, since Electro isn't used in a lot of meta comps. The only team comps I can think of that use Electro a lot are Superconduct teams or physical teams, Tartaglia firework teams, and Yoimiya teams. Now compare that to something like Hydro. That's used in like the two most popular teams, Freeze and Vaporize. It's used in both. So for that reason, some people are like, oh, she's not that good because Electro bad. Fair, you're not wrong. Her being Electro does kind of suck in a way, but I don't think it's really that big of a deal. And the other problem I see people talking about is there are not enough characters that can fully utilize Baal's kit. So Baal's kit does a lot, but there are not many characters in the game that use all of that of Baal's kit, you know what I mean? Like, there are not a lot of characters that can utilize all the burst damage, all the energy recharge, all of that at once. Aside from Eula, I don't think there's a single character that can perfectly utilize Baal. At least to me, that's not much of a problem, because teams where two characters work perfectly together are actually fairly rare. Let me tell you the examples I can think of. Hu Tao and Xingqiu, perfect for each other. Like, that's like one example that I can think of where they're absolutely perfect, because I think you can vaporize every single hit on Hu Tao, so that's insane. And Xingqiu provides a little healing, not too much to mess with balls. I mean, Hu Tao's whole health thingy, but enough to make sure she doesn't get too low. And Xingqiu also reduces her incoming damage. It's perfect. That's one example. Another example I could say is Ganyu and Venti. Yeah, Venti's a fairly versatile character, so technically he works amazing with everyone. But in Baal's case, he lifts enemies off the ground. Ganyu can hit them. He refunds some energy, and Ganyu's ultimate can utilize that energy. She has an average energy cost, so it works. That case, like, about Ganyu and Venti working so well together. Oh, and Ganyu's ult works amazing with Venti's ult, but I feel like Venti's a character is animal, which is designed to be extremely versatile. So it's a bit of a, like, the whole point of the element is to be versatile. What animal support isn't versatile? Tell me. That's the point of the element. It's more versatile than Pyro in the current meta. So Venti having a lot of synergy with Ganyu isn't really that surprising. You know? Baal. So people complaining about Baal, this kid not being perfect with everyone, seems a bit pointless. For a couple reasons, honestly. Even aside from that. First of all, people are severely undervaluing versatility. Baal's versatile, okay? She's a versatile character. Unlike popular belief, people saying she isn't, you can probably throw her in every team and get good results. Okay, so that's a big plus. People don't count that because they're like, oh, she's not the best in slot support for everyone. The way I describe Baal is she's like the Skyward series of weapons, but a character. Think about it. The Skyward weapons, whales frequently say the weapons are bad. They're copium. They're not great 5 stars, right? But if you look at those weapons on a free-to-play account, they're a godsend. They're so versatile. They're designed, like the Skyward weapons are good on so many characters. All of them. They're not designed to be best in slots. I don't think Baal's designed to be a best in slot support for characters. But she's good with so many supports. Isn't that valuable? I can see why a Whale wouldn't like Baal, because Whales have a lot of options and usually they can just run the best in slot support. A free-to-play, they can't. So they compromise. And Baal's probably one of the best compromises. That might sound bad because a compromise is typically a bad thing, but the name of the game for the free-to-play players is compromising. Spiral Abyss, you compromise and use supports that wouldn't be optimal. Just general gameplay, sometimes you have to use unoptimal weapons. What I'm trying to say is, I think Baal is really good on a free-to-play account or a low spender account. She's also decent on a Veil account, but Baal's versatile. She's not as versatile as Geo or animal characters are, but no one is, so yeah. People are just not looking at it like that. They just think, oh, she's not perfect for any character but Eula. So most character, like even Xiangling, amazing character, but she's not a perfect support for everyone. She's the best pyro sub DPS option we've got, but like for example, if Toma comes out and he turns out to be stronger as a pyro support, will we start calling Xiangling bad? We won't. So why is that the case with Baal? I hope you guys can understand the point I'm trying to make. I know I've rambled quite a bit in this video, but I'm really passionate about this. Like, I don't know why people are so up in arms about an issue that seems like a non-issue to me. It doesn't really matter if she's not perfect with everyone. And besides, this game's been out for like a year. 1 year down the line, there will probably be another character that Baal works extremely well with. You know? I mean, thinking like, and sometimes players also miss synergies with characters. Think about it this way. Tartaglia. When he first came out, everyone, first of all, the meta was pretty undefined because the game was still new. But most people were like, he's alright, I guess. No one thought he was anything special, right? Some people didn't like him, but no one thought he was anything special damage-wise. He still isn't. But that was before people knew what an enabler was. That was before people realized that this guy is perfect for Beidou and Xiangling. You know what I mean? Maybe we just haven't realized something about Baal yet. Or maybe there's some character down the line that's gonna make Baal even better. Or a weapon down the line that makes her even better. Or artifact set. So, I understand if some people think Baal isn't super strong. I do. But like, I don't think she's weak. If you're free to play or low spender, go for it. In the long term, you'll probably get a lot of value out of Baal. She'll probably be good for you. Oh, and one more thing. Even if you're a meta player or if you're a casual player, we all gotta remember we're playing this game for fun. So yes, if you're a meta player that only cares about broken characters like Ganyu, and that's what you find fun, then sure, skip Baal, because she isn't a game-breaking character. But if you're a casual that likes Baal's playstyle, personality, aesthetic, don't let some meta player ruin it for you. Roll for Baal. Anyways guys, this video is a longer one, but I've been wanting to talk about this. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Bye guys.